Southern Baptist, J.D. Greer here as your president. I am so grateful and encouraged that you are attending your state convention annual meeting this year. Southern Baptists, of course, all over the world are different, but we are united by one thing, and that is we love the Great Commission and we are committed to it. It's why we come together. We are Great Commission Baptists. You know, at this point, to say that these are unprecedented times would feel a little bit like a cliche, but it's true. I mean, who would have thought that a year ago that this is how we would be doing our state annual meetings? You've heard the phrase, think globally, act locally. Well, when it comes to the global mission of the SBC, one of the best things that you can do is participate in cooperative mission and giving locally. The more we work together as one in our state conventions or associations or with other like-minded Southern Baptist churches, the more we can accomplish together. We live in an age, we live in an era right now where fear, anger, uncertainty, all these things dominate our culture. I believe because of that, there's never been a greater time to share and to show the love of Jesus. God uses unprecedented crises as a time for light to shine in the midst of darkness, and that's when the light of the gospel always shines the best. This is why I want to encourage all of you in your state to join thousands of us in making evangelism our primary goal in life, specifically through our Who's Your One campaign. Y'all, that is so much more than a slogan. I'm asking on each of you to commit or maybe recommit to choosing at least one person this year. Pray and ask God who it should be, and have one person that you will pray for and intentionally share the gospel with. Maybe right now, even as I said that, somebody's name or face popped into your mind. And maybe it's somebody you just met, but invite them to trust Jesus. Share the gospel with them. Tell them your story. Show them that he has done everything necessary to save them and that he offers them eternal life. Pastor Johnny Hunt has his one. I have my one. I actually have a couple of ones. So who's your one? You know, our state conventions, one of the things that brings us together is our belief that the church is God's plan A. The local church is God's plan A for reaching the world for Christ. That's why we need more church planters and more overseas church planters.
There has always been darkness in our world. It's certainly been the case in our state. There have been times where that darkness was harder to see, hidden in corners or faraway places. Now, the darkness is easier to see. The injustice, the hate, the division. It also seems to be encroaching on every aspect of our lives. The answer is punching holes in the darkness. And we know the greatest way to punch holes in the darkness is through our churches. The more churches we have stretching across Michigan, the more light will begin to pour into every corner of our state.
Churches impact communities because it brings life, it brings health. When you have healthy people, healthy churches, you're going to have a healthy community.
The Bible doesn't have a certain size of church that's healthy. We want churches that are vibrant, dynamic, churches that are connected to God in deep communion. A healthy church is a church that's living out.
Hello, I'm Becky Vaughn, and I'm one of your Michigan Southern Baptist Foundation trustees. Today I just wanted to take a few minutes to tell you about a few of our foundation funds that you may not know about. We have a total of 23 funds in our foundation. These are endowments that have been entrusted to us by church members around the state for specific purposes that were near and dear to their hearts, all for the advancement of God's kingdom. Our funds are invested with Water's Edge of Oklahoma, and their team is very helpful to us, and they keep our individual fund reports up to date for us. Among the funds that we are caretakers for, we have a variety of causes. There are seminary scholarships and college scholarships for mission education. We also have designated funds to help Bambi Lake, the state cooperative program, as well as Michigan New Works and small churches. There are also endowments for Michigan campus ministries and a few other specific causes. What ties all of these endowments, trusts, and funds together are the people who established them, that they all had or have a passion to reach the lost in Michigan for the Lord. By making or leaving a legacy for the state to work with, these funds will help others to learn, know, and grow in their knowledge and wisdom of Christ. We, the Foundation trustees, take our roles very seriously as caretakers to help spread the gospel throughout the state, the country, and even the world. You never know where one helpful step up might lead. It has been several years since the Foundation has been able to sort through and distribute funds. As we have looked at and worked through the materials and records and files, we have done our best to categorize the funds into 3 groups that line up with the state convention vision of starting, strengthening, and sending. We do feel that we are on a good path to keep the funds in a forward direction. At this point, we are looking at possible disbursements every other year,